This is when I was like in my 20s. You just completely see yourself sitting on the toilet, and it was a really strange thing. Like, I didn't need to see myself sitting on the toilet. It was really, really weird. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly, also known as Roro and Kids, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube. Welcome. A few months ago I did a Ask Me Anything, and I'd put up a post on Instagram and YouTube, I think, just for any questions that you had to ask me, and I answered the majority of them. Some of them were a bit more extensive and I still need to do videos for them. I'm very sorry. Others were no, I answered everything I could. Yeah, some of them needed extra answer. But I also did an anonymous question thing on the Instagram, so you could ask me a question anonymously, and I told you that I would answer them separately because honestly they're weird, and I don't believe, well, I don't know, but I honestly, I feel like they weren't from you guys. I feel like they were all bots. But if you did ask me any of these questions, then here's the answers. Without further ado, I will start by telling you what I'm wearing. So this is my summer Flirt Tee. So this is by Jill Karina Bow. I always say Bow, but it's an O with the line through, which is not a letter we have in the UK, and I don't know how to pronounce it. So I apologise if that is incorrect. But it's a beautiful tee. I knitted this in Drops Saffron, which cost me 80 pence per ball. So I think this entire jumper was like £5, which, if you're not from the UK, that is, you can't even buy a sandwich for £5 these days. So yeah, it's really cheap, and yeah, it's pretty much like $6 US dollars, maybe, I don't know, 8 New Zealand dollars. I'm not 100%, I'm guessing, but yes, it's beautiful. And it was in the mint colourway. So there we go. Right, I'm gonna pop the questions up here so you can see them, so you know that I'm not making this up. and I'm just gonna click the first one because they're all sealed on my phone. I just need to click them to open them. So I'm gonna click each one and just answer them as I go through. There is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 questions. They won't take me long. I don't think, anyway. Let's see. So the first question is, do you love your life? Yes, it's not bad. I could have better, but no, it's all right. My life is good. If I could change anything, if I had a magic wand, I would make my partner better. Now that sounds bad. It sounds like I want a different partner. I don't. My partner has really bad mental health issues, in the way that his anxiety is so bad that he's pretty much agoraphobic. It's been a build up over years, and it's got to the point now where he can't leave the house. He does sometimes. He was doing really well earlier in the year, but we've since booked a holiday, and it's kind of made everything worse. So he is now not going on a holiday. We're gonna go, and he's gonna build up to go in a couple of years' time instead. So yes, if I had a magic wand, I would fix his illness so that we could just do stuff, and he could always be with us, because he can't, and it makes me very sad. But other than that, I do love my life. I love my partner, like he is my soulmate, so I have no complaints, and I have 2 beautiful boys, and yeah, and I get to do knitting design and play with yarn all day. What's not to love? Next question is, I obviously don't know who's asked these, by the way, so I'm just skipping names, I just don't know. The weirdest thing you've ever eaten? I don't know. The weirdest thing I've ever eaten. I don't really eat anything. I'm not really exotic. I've eaten shark. Is that weird? I think it's weird maybe in some places but not in others. I've eaten squid, octopus. Octopus was probably the weirdest thing because you can feel the tentacles and it's a bit, it tastes alright as long as it's cooked properly. It can be very chewy. But yeah, I'm not really like, I haven't really eaten anything very weird that I can think of. I like seaweed. It's all, I've noticed it's all aquatic. It's probably because I'm not very into fish that much, so fish is probably weird for me. I like sea fish rather than, I can't stand river fish. It just tastes like mud. So I don't really, and I struggle with, if I get a bone or something, I'm like, oh. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not very good with sea stuff, with aquatic food. Yeah, so that's probably why I'm saying that's all the weird stuff. Part of me always wants to go to France and try snails, but I know that if someone put a snail in front of me, I don't think I'd be able to put it in my mouth. I don't know. You should though, shouldn't you? You should always try stuff, just in case, but I don't know. Next one isn't a question, it just says, I haven't seen you in forever, miss you. Okay, I miss you too. I don't know who you are, but maybe we haven't seen each other in forever because we've never seen each other. I don't know. Do you speak another language? No, and I really wish I did. I learned French in school. I then tried to learn it a bit more on Duolingo, but I always tended to be doing the Duolingo when I had to be quiet, like it was bedtime or I was putting my kid to bed or something like that. And so when you had to do a speaking ones, I always had to skip them. So I ended up giving up because I was like, well, this is a bit pointless really. I can say, je m'appelle Kelly. Comment tu t'appelles? Ça va? I can say. Quel âge as-tu? And what else can I say? They're ones I remember from school. No, that's pretty much it. I used to know how to ask for a Je voudrais un Croque Monsieur. Isn't that like a toasty? Can I have a toasty, sir? I can't remember. No, I don't speak another language. I wish I did. The worst food you've ever eaten? Oh, the worst food I've ever eaten. So I don't like fish. I don't like river fish. I really want to like salmon, and I like smoked salmon, and Terry loves fish, so like he has cooked me, and he's the cook in the house. That's my partner. He's the cook in the house. He loves fish. He's tried to cook me salmon in different ways, because every time I see a picture that someone's eating salmon, I'm always like, oh, that looks so nice, but then I put it in my mouth and I'm like, I want to like it, but I just don't. So, but that's not the worst food I've ever eaten. Oh God, It's hard to remember things like that, isn't it? I don't like olives. They're another thing that I want to like, but I don't. It just tastes like a little ball of grease in my mouth. I'm not a very fussy person, so there's not like, she says this after saying all that about fish, but what I mean is, I'm not a fussy person. If I go out somewhere and someone's serving something, I'll eat it. Like, even if it was like rainbow trout, say, which I know people love. I don't like that. It tastes like mud. But if someone served me rainbow trout, I would eat it. Yeah, there's nothing that I'm really like, oh my God, I'm not eating that I can think of. Anyway, if I think of any, I will pop them below, but I don't think there is. Is that one? The worst for generating rice. I've had that one. Your celebrity crush. So if you're in Discord, if you're in my Discord, you know this already, but my celebrity crush is Jensen Ackles. Like, oh, he's the only man I would leave my partner for. I just love Jensen Ackles. He's fine wine. He's just getting better and better as he gets older. And it's like, if I ever met him, I'd probably just collapse in a heap. So yeah, Jensen Ackles is my celebrity crush. I'm always here for you if you need anything. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. However, since you are anonymous, it would be very difficult for me to reach out. But thanks anyway. The thought was there. Thank you. I miss you. The weirdest place you've ever gone to the bathroom. Do you see what I mean? When I said to you they were really weird. Like, what? Why do you need to know this? So, the weirdest place I've ever gone to the bathroom. I went to someone else's toilet once and they had a full length mirror directly opposite. So when you were sitting on the toilet, you could just, this was when I was like in my 20s, you could just completely see yourself sitting on the toilet, and it was a really strange thing. Like, I didn't need to see myself sitting on the toilet. It was really, really weird. So yeah, that's a strange toilet I've been in. As for the weirdest place, I don't know. Like, I've been in fields and things. Where's weird? I don't know. Like, when the need takes you, you go, don't you? You find somewhere. I don't know. You'll just have to have the mirror one. I don't know. That's that one. Who's your best friend? My best friend is Caroline. Caroline Bond. She is an artist. She lives in Surrey. We have only ever met in the flesh once. We met through Instagram. We just got chatting on Instagram and I just love her. I can tell her everything and she's amazing. Oh, my eyes are watering. I'm not crying because there's a fly on my camera. Get off. I'm not crying because I haven't seen Caroline in ages. We will meet again. We'll meet again. We will meet again. We just live so far away. It's like, I know for someone in America, they're probably like, what? But this is like, it's like a 4.5 hour drive, I think, to get to Caroline's house. And then obviously back again. So yeah, but we need to organise something. It's just been a bit of a hectic year for both of us. But I think we will. Probably next year we'll organise something. But we chat we do video chat and things like that. Maybe like once a month or something, and we talk a lot through text. So yeah, I haven't spoken to her for a little bit actually, and I really need to catch up with her. But yes, that is my best friend. She is an artist and she is just lovely. And I would also say I have another best friend that is Amanda, Cuddle Bunny Knits, from across the pond. She is also a really, really good friend, who I've never met and probably never will, I don't think. I don't know, which would be really sad. But yeah, so there you go. That's my best friend. Where you've been. Opinion on birds. Not sheep or alpaca or, you know, things yarn related. Birds. So my opinion on birds. I like birds at a distance. You're nice over there. They're a bit flappy, sharp feet, sharp face. Like, just don't come near me. But they are beautiful and very intelligent creatures, and I do like try and feed them and everything. I have cats, so I'm not like going to put a bird feeder in my garden to entice them in there as a cat trap. But in the winter I tend to like put peanut butter, you get a toilet roll and you spread peanut butter all around it, and then you roll it in bird seed, and then you put string through it and tie it on your tree, and then the birds can peck the seeds off. I tend to do that in the winter, because obviously the worms are sparse and the berries are sparse. So I do like birds. I don't really believe in birds as pets. Sorry to any of you who have them. I just think that something with wings shouldn't be sat in a cage. Sorry. And plus I wouldn't want one in a cage in my house, because I know that I would never let it out, because it would freak me out when it was flapping around and around my head. And so yeah, birds are nice at a distance. You haul me. Oh, okay. Thank you. Do you want kids eventually? I'm not sure if you've watched me for a while, but I have two. I have Caden, who is 14, and I have Rowan, who is 7, and I do not want any more as I am 47. Yeah. But thanks for the question. I think they're bots. This is what I'm saying. I think they're bots. You're really attractive. See, that's definitely a bot, isn't it? No one's gonna type that. Well, it's Instagram. We've all had them messages, haven't we? But yeah, so thank you. Thank you very much. And finally, do you have any tattoos? No, I don't. And do you know what? I really want some, but I just never have that excess fund to get a tattoo. They're expensive. And my main one that I want is one across the back of my shoulder here. And it's quite a personal tattoo, but I will tell you. Basically, my brother passed away from cancer 6 years ago when he was 46. And I wanted a angel wing, and I wanted, he died in 2017 and he was born in 1971, so I wanted 7117, 71 to 17, so 7117, which is actually an angel number. I don't know much about angel numbers or anything, but I know that that's an angel number, whatever that means. And I wanted his writing on me, just saying, I can't remember what I wanted it to say now. at least saying lots of love from bro, because he always just used to call himself bro to me. He used to sign all his cards bro and stuff. So I'm getting a bit upset. But yes, I wanted that. Sorry. I've never had it done and I wanted that, but I haven't had it done. So I need to get that done one day. I also want oh, sorry. Oh, my eyes are really watering. I also wanted, I've seen like people have like, I've seen like a thing hanging down like this, like a jewel on your shoulder, and I liked that. And I've seen people have like a, what's it called? It's not a lily, it's a, oh, I can't remember the name of the flower. It was like right across this girl's shoulder and I loved it and I really wanted that. So I'd kind of want that on each shoulder, I think. I've never got any done. It's just a money issue and probably a bravery issue too. Yeah, never got them done. So no tattoos. I don't even have very many piercings. I always said I was going to get my belly button pierced when I was younger, in my 20s. Never got it done. People told me it hurt and that put me off. I'm a big wuss. I have my ears pierced. I had them pierced when I was 2, so I didn't have a choice in the matter. But I'm allergic to metal. So they got really scabby and my mum took the earrings out. Thank you, Mum. And then I never wore them. I didn't wear anything for a while. But then I wanted them done again. So I got them done when I was like a teenager. And she was supposed to hit the same hole, but she didn't. On both sides, I don't think you'll be able to see. But on both sides I have 2 holes right next to each other. I don't know if you can see that at all. But yeah, I have 2 holes, one above the other, and on each side, one is closed, one is open, and it's kind of like this, the bottom of one and the top of the other, but I never remember which way around it is because I don't wear earrings often enough because I'm allergic. So I only wear them like every now and again. So every time I have to figure out which one it is, and then I always have to re-pierce it. It always seals up at the back. Every single time I have to push the necklace. Don't push necklaces through your earring holes, that would be ridiculous. I have to push the earring through and re-pop it at the back, so it's never fun. I got them done again in the 80s where plastic earrings were fashionable, so I wore lots of earrings then because I could wear the plastic ones, but now they're not fashionable anymore. I can't wear earrings. So I haven't got anything else done. I'd really like this bit and this bit and maybe even this bit, but I daren't because of the allergy. It's a really bad allergy. If I wear a watch, I come out in a rash on my skin. My ears, they weep and then they get really scabby. It's gross. So yeah, I haven't got anything else pierced. No, I'm very boring. Terry has a tattoo of a samurai on his back. It's a samurai just holding a sword, and the samurai has a tattoo, so it's like tattoo-ception, inception. This samurai has a tattoo on his arm as he's holding his sword like this. And he used to want a full sleeve, but again, it's just money. We just don't really have the money to put on tattoos, unfortunately. So yeah, one day I will get that tattoo for my brother though. I hope. So yeah, that is the end of them. That was your 15 questions, random as you like, and nothing at all to do with knitting. Very bizarre. But if you did actually hand any of them in, thank you very much. And tell me if you did. You don't have to tell me which one, but just tell me if you did hand one of them in. Because they were weird. But I think it was bots. I think they were all bots, or maybe some strange sugar daddies on Instagram. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, that is all from me. It has been a short one, but as you watch this, I'm currently sunning myself on the beach in Spain. So yeah. Maybe you're sunning yourself on a beach in Spain. Maybe you live there. Who knows? Right, I'm off on one again, so I'm off. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. I did say in my last podcast that the next one should be a podcast, but it might not be, because I'm not taking knitting to Spain with me, and therefore I will not have done a lot of knitting in time to record the podcast. So I might do another random video like this one, and then I'll do the podcast the week after, episode 43. I think that's what'll happen, because it seems a bit silly to try and record a podcast when I've literally done no knitting. So I think that's what we'll do. But yes, anyway, I'm going. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.